that. You want to? No. Here's why I don't date black women. Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot.
I'm listening.
Because you lot don't like to listen. I don't date black women because you don't like to get put in your place.
Which place?
Your place.
Which
and when you
place?
get put in your place, you think you got taught like a man.
That's why they were cheating on you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were
Watch
cheating
this.
on you.
Stay in your place.
Cheated on you multiple times.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I know,
you
and that's
put
why
no one in
I'm
their
never going to
place.
be in your pom
That's why you
ever
have to go
again.
and dip out
Yeah,
the pool
I'm not with
because
black
you
women
control
because you don't like to
nobody.
get put in your place.
Apologies,
Listen,
sir.
listen.
Apologies.
Where?
Apologies.
Oh wait, you just wait. Did she just shoot? Did she just shoot?
What kind of
Did she just shoot? Go. Where's your hair? Where's your hair? Where's your hair?
Once you talk about black women's hair, you're on your own, my guy. You're on your own. I was with you. Like, he's allowed to have a preference. You know, he's trying to talk about how she's held him down and picking up his Asian queen. But the moment you went for the hair, my guy, you was on your own. You're gonna have to deal with it. Yeah. You're gonna have to deal with this by yourself, my brother.
So this is great. It shows two important things. Right? Two important things. And it's not really about the larger conversation about preferring women of other races and sort of bashing on your way out. It's not about that. It's about the way you communicate is going to be reflective of the type of, people around you. If you're communicating, this is your style of communication, you cannot ever be sort of surprised or upset that you're getting very similar things back, right? And this is a man trying to communicate like a woman, right? When you're loud, boisterous, you're trying to be demonstrative. This is the same things that women that we accuse of being masculine sort of imitate, and this is what you're throwing back. I'm of the firm belief you can never out emotion sort of a woman. You can never emotionally out argue a woman. When you sort of go into that spiral, there's nothing that's critically going back and forth that's actually going to change anyone's mind, that's going to justify and enhance your sort of point of view. That's never going to be the case. You can be as emotional as you want. You can be as right as you want. No one's ever going to remember that. No one's ever going to remember that part of the conversation in that, oh yeah, he made that point. We're just going to remember you got off the chair, you were shouting, you blah, blah, blah. And I know I hate to be one to say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But at a certain point, you have to be sort of in control of where your temperament is going. A lot of people, when they have arguments with you, when they go back and forth with you, it's not to be right. It's not to be right. It's to get you emotionally charged. Once they got you there, that part of the journey is over. You're in a losing position. Just, this is going how it's going to be for the remainder of the conversation. You're always going to be trailing behind them, trying to run in front of them to steer the conversation. I did that for many years. Many men in the chat, they'll probably say the same thing. They've done very similar things and got very similar results. This is not the way to actually have a conversation. There's nothing that you're going to get across. So guys, before we continue with this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell just so YouTube updates you when we post things like this. I'll try to schedule another live maybe next week, just so we guys, we can get back together. We all can talk. If you guys are interested in something like that, just again, let me know. I wanted this channel to be sort of a good back and forth, a healthy back and forth. Let's go.
You're triggered.
Where's your hair?
You're triggered.
Where's your hair? I'm triggered. I said I was triggered. Did I not say I was triggered? Where's your hair? Where's your hair?
Where's your hair?
Show me your hair.
No, he's triggered.
So again, you're saying you're triggered, and that means everything that follows that it's okay, right? Like I'm crashing out. I'm telling you, I'm crashing out. So therefore, when you see me crashing out, just be fine with it. Be understanding of it. No. If you don't want to date black women, cool. Right? If you don't want to date black men, cool. Do your thing. Right? There's enough people on the planet. To be fair, there's enough people on the planet getting it wrong and not being able to actually date that it shouldn't really matter. Right? Have your luck. Go out and pick. See what you can do. But for the rest of us that are staying behind, we don't need the bashing. We don't need the back and forth. We get the reasons why you don't want to do a thing. That's cool. That's fine. Right? And I think there's a majority, majority of people, majority of men, I'm speaking for men, that say, yeah, that's not what I want to do any longer. They're fine with that. They're not making a big show of it. They're not screaming it to the rafters and saying, I don't do this because you can have your reasons. Just the same way when women have their reasons, we just kind of turn, okay, you don't want to date, okay. Are you done dating? Okay. It's just that should be the response across the board. Okay, best of luck, right? Best of luck. So when you get into this emotional state, there's nothing that's going back and forth. There's nothing but insults going back and forth. So what do we usually do? We go where I'm triggered, so I want to trigger you. So I'm gonna do something that I think is triggering to most black women. I'm gonna talk about your hair. And it reminds me, I want to go back to what, that little segment they had that cut in there where a guy was like, yeah, I was with you until you started talking about black women's hair, and then you're on your own. Man, we can't be cowardly in this sort of sense. If you agree with the brother saying, hey, yeah, it's difficult, you can't be put in your place, i.e., there's probably a better way to say that. It's difficult correcting bad behaviors that we see from you. Right? In my experience dating, like, I'm not saying this is my experience, I'm saying, but this is it. In my experience dating black women, when I've tried to say, hey, this is not a good thing for you, it's not a good thing for us, then you're met with the sort of, you can't tell me what to do. Cool. That is a very real thing we see in our community. There's a multitude of reasons why it exists. And if you want to get into some of those breakdowns, we can do that, guys. Just let me know. But the fact is, you're saying, yeah, this is not the thing for me. Here's the reason you can't be put in place. When you say it like that in a way where you want to trigger someone, and this is why I also don't like panel shows, because they devolve into this nonsense. They devolve into everyone speaking at the same time. And it's great for viral moments, it's great for clips, but it's not great for actually finding a solution. But if finding a solution is not what you want, if you just want viral clips, then yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfect formula.
He's
Show me your hair.
pressed.
Take off your eyelash. Take off your eyelash.
You're pressed.
Take off your makeup.
You're pressed
I'll
because
bring,
you got
watch this.
cheated on one,
No,
two,
yeah,
three,
yeah.
four.
Where, watch
One,
this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. And I'll bring my natural hair Indian woman in here now.
And then what?
she looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your blood.
But the crowd silent.
You know what? What I find also sometimes hilarious, that even across the pond, right, we're all having the same discussion, we're having the same issues, having the same problems. It's not something that is landlocked or something just simply indicative of the United States. This is a Western culture phenomenon in which dating has become a free market, and a free unregulated market. We've all kind of devolved into doing the same things. So I wonder if this is something that started here versus over there. But I mean, it'd be a project of love for me just researching something like that. It's not really important, but it doesn't move the conversation. Just like this conversation didn't move any other conversation forward. You just want to now get to the point where you're sort of hurling jokes or trying to insult the other party, get them to feel something, get them to get out of pocket. So when we go back, you have to remember this. Whenever you look at when people are having discussions, it's not about who made a valid point. It's who was more emotional at the end of it. That's how we usually determine whether or not someone was right or wrong. You got so emotional, you got choked up, you were unable to continue the conversation. You think about Fresh and Fit, you think about those, all the ladies that they have that come on there. That's usually what happens. That's usually the most viral thing. She got so broken down and emotional, she decided, I'm going to get up and leave. Or you got Frank Castle, and he kicked you out the show. Guys, if what I'm saying makes any sense, let me know down in the comments.